we're the Travel Beths and welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are here to give you loads of top tips whilst we're travelling Southeast Asia and just letting you know the stuff that we've learned along the way.
So, as some of you already know, we were travelling Thailand for the last 2 months, and then we have now decided to move to Vietnam, to Hanoi, to teach English. So in today's video we're going to be covering all the things that we've learned about the visas, entering on visas, having to leave, do border runs, visa runs, all that kind of stuff. So let's go!
So when we first arrived in Vietnam,
Squirrel's going bonkers.
He is! He's just breaking all the branches.
We currently have a naughty squirrel and
Jumping
flock of blackbirds. Yeah, we are shocking people. Anywho.
So when we first arrived into Vietnam, we entered on the 14-day visa exemption. We thought we'd be able to extend this whilst in the country, but we were wrong as usual. We realised that we needed to leave Vietnam, go to a neighbouring country and then come back into the country, or go back into the country on a different visa, which is why we are currently in Bangkok.
So on the 16th of September our visas expired, so we had to book a flight out of the country from Hanoi over to Bangkok, and then we also booked a flight straight back on the same day from Bangkok to Hanoi. So this cost us around £125, and then to re-enter we had to apply for our e-visa. So we applied for this a couple of days in advance. It takes around 3 working days to process, and then once you have your e-visa you have to have it printed, take it back over to the Hanoi airport, whichever entry port that you put onto the e-visa, and then from here you can get a stamp to let you in, and I think that costs around £25. So in total, to get a 30-day tourist visa back into Vietnam, it was going to cost us £50 for the visa and an extra £125 for the flights there and back. However, things didn't go to plan as usual. Like we said, we're still in Bangkok and we have been here now for 5 days. Yeah, so
we've made a holiday out of it.
We have made a holiday. So just before leaving for Bangkok, I managed to find a job which I was really happy with in one of the schools, but then because of this it meant that I was no longer able to re-enter Vietnam on a tourist visa, and I had to re-enter on a business visa. So this takes a couple of days to process. The school kind of handles it all, but I had to sit tight in Bangkok and wait for that to be done. Like I said, it takes up to a couple of days, and it was kind of a case of waiting for it to be processed to then book my onward flight back into the country.
And it worked out quite well as well, because I stupidly filled out the e-visa form incorrectly. I'd cut out part of my passport on the picture, so it meant that it took a total of 6 working days for it to actually be approved and granted, so it all worked out well.
It was lucky as well that you didn't have to repay for another one. Yeah. Like, even though you made a mistake,
gave the notification, I could go in and correct it, and then it just took another 3 days for them to process it.
Yeah, so we've had, like we said, a mini holiday.
So the first thing that we did when we got to Bangkok was grab some SIM cards. You can get them from loads of shops, you get them from the 7-Elevens, but we got ours from the shopping mall. We have actually done quite a bit of shopping since we've been here. We've visited quite a few of the malls. All have been good for different shops, haven't they? One thing about the malls though is that a lot of the places and the shops in there only take Visa cards instead of MasterCard. So we couldn't pay on the Starling card, we couldn't pay on Monzo. We had to use my Lloyd's bank card from back home, which obviously is high for the charges for the purchase and the transfer fees. But worth it for the new clothes.
Yeah, and it also meant Beth had to pay for all of our shopping because I haven't got a Visa card with me. So having to go through everything afterwards was also an absolute pain.
What? Yeah, it was.
But, yeah, like we said, it was worth it.
We also went to a couple of nice restaurants too. There's one in particular that we've linked down below. It was really, really good. It was all you can eat, so you had all you can eat sushi. They had the hot pot things, so you get the meat, you just take it off the conveyor belt and then cook it in your little pot. It was really cheap, really affordable, and really yummy.
Yeah, it was good, and we did get a lot of people asking where this restaurant was as well, because we put it on our Instagram. So loads of people were asking like, where were we? Like what kind of food it was. So we have linked it below. We had to try and find the name because we didn't actually catch it. But yeah, we've linked that below, and if you are in Bangkok and want to go somewhere for food, would definitely recommend it. And that mall was really nice as well. It's like
there was loads of similar restaurants as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was good. So we were really lucky in that the timing of our trip has been perfect and aligned with the dates that some of our friends are flying over from the UK. So we have asked them to bring us some hand luggage. They haven't been charged extra for this, they've just kind of used their own hand luggage allowance to bring us a case over because they're travelling light, they'll be backpacking. So we've been able to get things like our degree certificates, which we need to get notarized in Vietnam. We've also got our Doc Martens, we've had our jewellery, our boots. We've had our jewellery brought over, so just things that we couldn't take travelling around Thailand with us, but will be really nice to have back in Hanoi now we've settled and we kind of have our own apartment back there, so it feels like home.
Yeah.
So this has been really lucky because we had a look into how much it would cost to get us some things brought over, and we're looking at £300, like £300 to £500 for like 20 kg. So the delivery of things over here is just extortionate, and to add an extra case onto their flights, we were looking at 390 for like 10 kg. So it is really lucky that they brought it over for us. It's done us a massive favour, and we'll probably go out and celebrate tonight on Koh Sam Road.
So while we're in Bangkok, we also needed to get some passport pictures taken, and we needed to print our e-visa certificate thing out as well. So we just found a printing shop that's local to the place that we're staying at to do that. Once everything was approved, we booked our flight back to Bangkok for tomorrow.
No, we didn't book our flight
back to Hanoi tomorrow. And we booked through AirAsia. We did fly to Bangkok through Vietjet, but they were really strict with the hand luggage, and they weighed it, you needed to have under 7 kg.
We were lucky that I think mine was like 6.9. So lucky.
And obviously we've got this extra luggage coming as well from the lads, so we need to get that back over. You're also allowed 2 bags with AirAsia, so you can have your hand luggage bag or case, and then a handbag as well, and then like a little crossbody bag too.
We've flown quite a few places with AirAsia. We really like it.
It's been really easy.
Did we fly to Bali with AirAsia?
I think so,
Yeah, but they've been really good. I think they're probably the flights that we'll always book from now on. We really like that airline.
Once we get back in Hanoi, we're going to have to get our stamps.
So hopefully everything goes to plan.
Yes.
And we make it back home to our lovely apartment with all of our things. See you soon! Bye.